Yeah, so I guess we just start from the beginning, how this came to be.
I have always loved animals more than anything. I always wanted to make sure that animals were relieved of their suffering. So I started out with parrots, rescuing parrots. So many people were looking for homes for their birds because they live a long time and they're exotic. I ended up working with homeless veterans and helped to start homeless veterans programs and so forth. And I saw that animals right away had an immediate pathway to their hearts, to their emotions, that they could express themselves more around the animals than in group therapy. I started quite a remarkable program where the veterans just became enamored of these parrots and would hold them and cuddle them, and you didn't see that in the programs. You didn't see them getting that emotional or that vulnerable, that sensitive, so it really brought out those sides to them. And then I ended up learning about the wolf dog problem, that these animals are being bred, they have to be euthanized because they can't be adopted out. There's thousands of them in need of homes. And so I built a sanctuary to take them in and to take in other wild animals, and working with California Fish and Wildlife to take in skunks and raccoons and coyotes and foxes. So I thought, well, the parrot program worked and continued to work. And I thought, now that I have these other animals here, I want the veterans to be part of this too. And one of the first veterans I brought was Stanley.
And anything you want to know, you just ask and I'll tell you. I'm an alcoholic, but I've been sober for 14 years now. Well, I spent 10 years on active duty in the Navy Seabees, and I got out when we got back from the first Gulf War. Dealing with the animals like these guys who have nothing else, helps, keeps me focused on why I stay clean and sober. Like all the people that work here, they do it because they love what they do. They definitely aren't in it for the money. You're not going to get rich doing this.
I'm a combat veteran. I was stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia for 2 years and 2 months. Getting to do stuff like this is, just so amazing for me because it's such a stress reliever. I prefer to be with animals more than people, honestly.
It's like a partnership at that point. It's not you relying on the animal or the animal relying on you, it's you're relying on each other. Exactly. Ooh, I just said some commercial crap. That's awesome.
For veterans, we really encourage them to come for our veteran volunteer days. Those are the only days that we are open, not to the public, but to veterans who want to come and volunteer and look at possibly using this program for their own healing and looking at full-time employment, because we do offer employment. We pay our veterans. There's sadness all around us with regard to what happens to animals, and a lot of people are very sensitive to it and want to do things to help. And it's really important to do something, whatever it is. I wanted to start this sanctuary, that was my thing. But writing a letter to, let's say right now, the Idaho governor who wants to kill 90% of the wolf population in his state, or when there's another atrocity, the grizzly bears are also being killed, right outside of Yellowstone National Park. So there's always an animal cause to get behind. Of course, if you love wolves, we'd love people to support us. But the thing is that the antidote to despair is action.